back to my channel. My name is Desiree and it's very nice to meet you. And today's video I'm going to be doing a little tutorial. So I'm going to be using this Lorac Mini Pro palette in Shimmering. And that is what I'm going to be using on my eyes today. So I'm pretty much just going to be doing a little tutorial using this. I did a baby's little swatches on these, but I haven't actually used them yet. But I'm going to do full-on swatches of these. And this is what I'm going to be using today for my eyes. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to show support and see more videos, then please subscribe down below and the bell button to be notified whenever I post new videos. Okay, let's get into it. So today I am going to be using this palette. I've not used this before. I'm going to do little swatches. This is the Shimmering palette. So this is what the 3 mattes look like. The very warm toned browns with a very light color right there. And then this is what the 3 shimmers look like. They don't have names, but this is what they look like. You can get this palette. Oh, so beautiful. So very beautiful. So you can get this palette for $16 on Amazon, Macy's, and Lorac's website. So I'm just going to show you these, and you can obviously decide if you want to get this palette. Now the shimmers, especially this middle one, is very like soft. Like it's just like it moves. It's almost like a, how do I describe it, like a the Super Shock shadows from ColourPop. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And so far, these colors have really impressed me. They seem to be very pigmented, but like in a soft way. And the formula seems very soft, very smooth, and definitely worth the money so far. This will be like my first like single product review, so I hope I do everything right here. But yeah, so what I did to prime my lids is I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is what I used to prime. I did do foundation and concealer and everything, but I haven't done the rest of my face just yet because I'm just doing it in order that I normally do. So I did prime with this, and then now I'm going to go in with this. I am going to try to use as many shades as I can so we can really get the full experience of this palette. And it's just so tiny, so cute, perfect to like fit in your purse, fit in your travel bag, and I have a feeling you can probably create multiple looks with this. I'm just going to start off with this brush right here, and I'm going to kind of just take this lightest shade and I'm going to put that all over my lids just to kind of set everything. There is a little bit of kickback in the palette, but that doesn't really affect me. But just a heads up, there is a bit of that. This is kind of just setting the primer I have on. It's not really showing much color, but it is giving a good base. I can see it lightening things a little bit, so it does do that. If you really want it to be a lightener, then you probably want to really layer it. So far that is what it looks like, just that light shade. I don't know if you can see much of a difference on the camera, but I can see a little bit of extra lightness on the lids. And the chirping noise in the background is little ducklings. My ducks finally successfully hatched some eggs, so I am super stoked. So there's a little chirping in the background. Okay, now I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to do that as my transition shade. Mostly focus it on the upper portion, like in the crease. Ah, she's trying to escape. At least I believe it's the girl. Yeah, that's the girl. She's a little bit more whiny and chirpy than what we believe is the boy. I'm just going to use that on the other side. So far, these seem really nice, very pigmented, and they blend really nice. Like it's a very nice, soft blending. Kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Glam palette. It's kind of what it reminds me of. And I'm just going to put a little bit more of that like on the outer portion. Just kind of build up the depth and then kind of just drag it back on the inside. Yeah, sorry I have been a little MIA these past couple of weeks. I just have been really busy. My schedule has been a little off. So I'm hoping that I can get back in routine. I may have to pre-film some videos for that to happen, but I'm hoping that I can get some more videos out there. Okay, as you can see, it's definitely picking up. It is more of a like light brown, kind of on the orange side, so it's definitely warm toned. Just looking at the inside, making a little point at the end. Okay, now I'm going to switch to more of a flat brush, and I'm going to go in with this dark brown. Pretty good pigment. Okay, I'm just going to tap it because I don't know how dark it's going to be. I'm just going to take that on the outer portion and really just go in the crease. Just dragging it through. So as you can see, it is adding some depth. Gonna layer that a little bit. So yeah, I plan on making some videos and getting them out there to all of you, and hopefully can keep that up. If anyone has any video suggestions, please just let me know. I'm pretty open to any videos that anyone may want to see. Any tutorials. I do want to try to do more tutorials as well. Like, you know, how to make a smoky eye, and I don't know, like how to make, how to use a blue and make a good, I guess, eye look with blue or pink or whatever. Okay, now I'm going to go back into this other brush and kind of just like fluff that through so it's not so dark up top. Just kind of blend upward. Okay, it's always hard. I feel like this eye always looks a little different than this eye. I don't know, it could be the way I'm looking at it, but I always feel that way. Like this eye always looks perfect and has a good blend, and then this eye looks a little less, I don't know, structured. It could be wrong. It could just be me, but that's how I always feel. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with this color, the middle color, and kind of just lighten the top of that up so it doesn't look so, I guess, one color, because I do want it to show the other color. There we go. Just bring that across the top. I do want it to be multicolored. These colors are really easy to work with. I don't really feel like you could mess up with this. I really, really don't. Okay, so now that is all three mattes. Now I'm going to go in with the shimmers. I'm going to start off with, I'm going to just use all three, to be honest. I'm going to start off with this copper color. It's kind of more on the gold, but I feel like it still has that copper. It's really nice. I'm just going to focus that on the outer portion and bring it in a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take this shade and put it more all over the lid. It's the middle shade. It's kind of like a rose gold. So I'm going to focus that on the rest of the lid. It's very foiled. That is beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. And I'm just using my finger because for me, the shimmers always show up and look better when I use my finger. Take a little bit more of that and put it on the center. Really make it pop right there. Now I'm going to take a little brush. Let's see, what brush do I want to use? I'm going to take kind of like a denser flat brush and take that copper and pack that on the outside, the outer edges, so that color can really stand out. Because even though it is good, it kind of gets dumbed down a little bit with this shade that I just put all over the lid because it's so bright. What is it, baby? So I'm just gonna take that and pack it in so it can kind of show up a little bit more, and then I'm taking it across the top to kind of blend that. And so as you can see, it's a little bit more of the yellow and copper, and in the middle is a little bit more rose gold. So that's what that looks like. And then now I'm going to take this angled fluffy brush and take this shade right here, the lightest shade, and bring it on the inside and bring it up. So like the inner corner area, and then just drag it across. Really get that on there so it can show. There we go. That just kind of brings a little bit life to that center of the eye. So hopefully the camera's picking everything up pretty well, but let's see. Maybe I can bring some light closer. So you have like the brighter shade in the center, and then I have the rose gold shade, and then I have the kind of coppery gold shade, so it kind of is like three-toned, and then you can kind of still see that matte shadow peeking through. So that is like I have like the shimmer, and then on the outside I have like the shadow, which I actually really like. Okay, so now I'm going to take and put some on my lower lash line. I'm going to take this little brush right here. It's like a smaller, denser brush, and I'm going to mix the two. And I'm just going to take that on the lower lash line. May have to put a little bit more. Yeah. And then I'm just going to drag it up. And do the same thing on the other side. Make sure I really get that on there so it shows up really well. Oh, by the way, this video is not sponsored. This is just me reviewing it on my own. This is a very impressive little palette. Like, this looks really good. Honestly, let's see, let's compare this. So this is my Soft Glam palette, right? And this is my little Lorac palette. I feel like I can make the same looks using this palette. So if you don't want to spend the money on getting this palette, I know it has more colors and different shades. Like it is different, yes. But I feel like I easily make this look that I use this with this. Like it's very similar. Like it's not the same, but when it goes on, it has a similar look. As you can see, like that shade's a little like this one, like the outer one. I don't know. For me, at least, with the way I use this palette, I feel like this palette is very similar. Once it's on, it looks not identical, but it looks like I could make that same look. So if you don't want to go out and buy this, which is a really good palette, I really like this palette. I feel like it has all the colors and shades you would really ever need, especially if you are a neutrals person. But if you already have this palette, or you just want to spend a little bit less, it's not 15, I think it's 16. Yeah, $16 versus like 50 or something like that. Then you can just get this little guy and you're good to go. So, or even if you want to have both and you want to use this as your like traveling one, I know they do make a soft band mini, but if you want to just use this one, you can do that as well, because it's pretty much the same concept in my opinion. Like, the formula is really there. The consistency of the color payoff is there. The shimmers definitely peek through, and just the overall blending is there. The softness of the formula is really nice. It's not like patchy. It just really blends on well. And I feel like it's a really good overall palette. And I would definitely recommend this. And I do think it's worth the 16. I know for like 6 shades it's like, is it really worth that? But in my opinion, I think it is, because to me it's like a mini soft glam, and I don't have to just go out and buy a mini soft glam. I can just use this one for traveling. Like, if I want to not have to take this. Okay, well, I'm going to finish up my makeup look and I will be back. Okay, so makeup is complete. So I just wanted to make one more comment, is there was no fallout. Like, I didn't have to dust anything off. Everything stayed on there really nice. The only thing was the kickback. But other than that, there was no fallout or anything, so that is a A+. Because I personally don't do my shadow before I do my face. So, like, I do foundation and concealer and my eyebrows, and then I do shadow. So that is a plus for me. I don't mind having to wipe it away, but sometimes it can be a little like, ugh, I don't know how, if it's gonna like bleed in and I'm gonna see brown or what. So I was very thankful for that. So I'm gonna give this palette a 10 out of a 10. This is a really nice palette, great formula, no fallout, only a little bit of kickback, which to me is no big deal. It is very soft and very blendable. It's very compact and easy to take, and the pigment really shows through. Like, I hope that the phone, because that's what I video with, is my phone, so hopefully it picks up as well. I know that the we can bring like a light in, like, I know the pigment may not show up as well, but as you can see, it really does look really good. And the shimmer is definitely there. I don't like doing an all matte look. I very much prefer shimmer in my looks, but you can just do a look with these 3 colors. These are like your perfect everyday go-to shadow colors, just to put in the creases and you're good to go. Or if you just want to pop a little bit of shimmer on just one little color, this is perfect. This is your perfect like go like palette, like just put it on and go type of thing. And it's really good quality, so I recommend this. And this is just a disclaimer, pure honest feedback. This is definitely just me giving my review of this. So I hope you enjoyed, and once again, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.